Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a quick updated video for where to find the Power Armor level 15 Raider Power Armor. Previous to my previous and certainly my experience is I used to be able to server hop at this location, which was Cliffwatch, kind of by sort of White Spring Resort here, right? I can't recommend this method. It's just too tedious and inconsistent now. I think they've changed the spawn rate, or it's just a bad day. I've server hopped about 20 times and I still haven't found it, right? So definitely not a method I would recommend. The method I would recommend is go to player camps. A lot of them are selling the Power Armor Raider plans, would be the one method you could do. The second one is just to find somebody that would build it for you. A lot of people actually have these plans already and might be willing to build it to you for much less caps than you'd buy the plans for instance. So that's a second method you could do. And then the third method is to go to NPC vendors. So the NPC vendors that I'm currently aware of that would sell Raider plans are the ones in Grafton. Again, you might have to server hop a few times. They don't always sell the Power Raider plans. They kind of mix them up, but it should be fairly inconsistent. You shouldn't have to server hop too many times. They are expensive, upwards of 5,000 caps per plan. So I think the one in Grafton sells them, the one in Camden Park sells them, and I think Phoenix sells them as well. Those are the three vendors that I'm currently aware of that would actually sell the plan. So I think the Watoga Shopping Plaza, right? So those are the three methods I would recommend. Now you can still server hop if you want. It's a very tedious process, so just be very warned. It's very frustrating. I can't recommend doing that. It's just too tedious. But if you want, you can certainly try Cliffwatch. Maybe you have better luck than I did today. Maybe different days kind of vary. So the places that I'm aware that will spawn some Power Armor is Cliffwatch. If you're lucky, the George Junkyard. There's a truck in the back of the George Junkyard. We'll take a look there and see if we can find some. And then there's a place just above Fort Prickett, yeah, or Prickett's Fort. There's a place in the mountains. I'll see if I can find it. It's if you got a survival tent or something, or you can move your camp, you could certainly try do that. It's unfortunately there's no POI there. There's no point of interest that you could spawn close by, so you would have to put a camp or something to make it worth your while. So those are locations that I know that do actually spawn level 15. Of course, there's a ton of other locations that spawn higher levels. This Camden Park has a Power Armor array that spawns Raider Power Armor. There's where is it? White Spring. There's the Middle Mountain Caverns. There's Power Armor, Raider Power Armor that will spawn there. And then there is North Cutthroat Camp, which I think still spawns some Power Armor. But again, those are going to be very inconsistent. You might get lucky, you might not. Like I say, go and buy the plans. That's the best way to get it right now. But anyway, let's take a look let's take a look at the George Junkyard. Let's see if we can actually find anything there. Now just make sure there's no, if you're going to go to George Junkyard, make sure there's no active workshop. You don't want to be picking locks with an active workshop. Okay, the closest, let's see, let's go, yeah, go to this camp. That'll be the quickest for me to actually get there. I have heard you can actually get a full set by server hopping this location. I haven't been that successful, but people have said sometimes you'll find a full set. So I don't know if somebody can confirm. I guess anything's possible. Okay, so we are at George's Junkyard, which should be behind us. Like I said, make sure that it's not owned by anyone, otherwise you will become wanted if you pick a lock here. So I would just kind of run over here. You're going to see some enemies. Okay, so that tells me because there's enemies close by, no one owns it, which is good. Okay, so the truck I'm talking about is this guy over here. So let's go back here. You will need some bobby pins and be able to pick locks. That is a level 3. Okay, so let's go there. You'll need the right perks, of course. Goes without saying. That's not what we want, I guess. Okay, let's get here. Okay, so level 3, let's go ahead and see what we can find. So sometimes this will be empty, so you would have to server hop, but at least you should be able to server hop relatively close by, I think. Again, put your camp here or a tent if you have one, or you'll just have to maybe even own the workshop. Oh, that's not going to help, obviously. Okay, it is empty, so there's nothing here, but normally it would be standing kind of in this location over there. So you could try if you want. Again, not recommending it. Okay, so let's head over to Fort Prickett, and I'll see if I can find this one in the mountain here, just so you guys have know where it is. It is kind of hidden, and probably very few people know about this location unless you've kind of been in the area extensively. There's actually a nice camp at the top there, a nice spot for a camp. And that's why I actually know about it. That's a little hard to find, but once you find it, then you kind of know what you're looking for. Okay, it's going to take us a little while to get up in the mountain, but let's see if we can go find it. So you can kind of head to this direction, and we're going to head straight up. I'll show you where the camp is, and then once we're at our camp, at the camp spot, then we should be able to locate it reasonably easy. This is actually a beautiful spot for camp. It overlooks Fort Prickett here, but also you can actually see the space station on a good day. Plus there's a whole bunch of resources, a pond. There's actually an aluminum, not deposit, but vein, plus a lead vein up here. I think there's a aluminum deposit in that direction, and there's actually a lead vein here as well. So yeah, you got this gorgeous pond up here. So I actually have a camp that has some purifiers in there, kind of just be able to squeeze in there. Check out my videos you're looking at. Plus I have some stairs that go down and gives you access to Fort Prickett. And there's a lead vein right over here. So those guys that use guns, this might be something that interests you. There's no deposit up here, so it's really a water place. Anyway, so let me show you where we're at the moment. That's kind of where we are, and we're going to head up this direction. I'll see if we can find the trucks here quick. Once you see the trucks, they'll be easy to find. There we go. It's kind of directly behind that spot. Okay, there's these two trucks. Let me show you where we are. So there, there we go. I guess it's east of Fort Prickett, Prickett's Fort. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna pick lock this guy. Again, it's this one's only a level 1, so there you go. Let's take a look here. So this is level 45. So I don't know if they changed it. If it does actually spawn level 15, someone will have to show up and check if you wanted to do that. But this is a location just above these trees. As far as I know, I've seen level 15 there before. But like I said, best thing is just to go and either buy the plans from the NPC vendors or the raider vendors. Why don't we head over to let's go down to Grafton, yeah. Let's see if we can see some of those raider plans, yeah. Okay, so I'm not sure if the train station sells them, but I'm going to head over to the vendor bot here. There are some super mutants in the area, so they should be relatively easy to deal with. Okay, so we're just going to head into this vendor over here. Okay, let's see what he has. Like I say, he's not always going to have power armor plans. You're going to have to server hop, but it should be relatively easy to get the server hop a few times to get them to show up plans. So yeah, he doesn't have them at the moment, but he normally would sell. He does actually sell them on various servers. Anyway, I hope you found that useful. Like I said, it's a bit of a pain. Not fun to try and get that power armor. You know, just go and buy it, get someone to make it, or buy the plans is my recommendation. Don't try and server hop for them. It's just not worth the hassle or the time that you waste trying to get them. Anyway, good luck and thanks for watching.